Jam on toast!
Hey everybody, welcome to Jam. I'm Cam Ryan. Today the toast is to Can't Hardly Wait. This is a response for hashtag We Are Movie Club. I think we're into week 4 now. Grace's pick was Can't Hardly Wait, and thanks for picking this one, Grace. This is a funny movie from way back when, and even though it seems like it has so little substance from the surface of it, I feel like I actually got a lot out of it. So be sure to go search the hashtag We Are Movie Club. Go see everyone else's videos, including Grace's, so that you can see them and see what everyone else thought of this movie and make a video response of your own. Just include that hashtag and be part of We Are Movie Club. And be sure to pay attention to Grace's channel, because at the end of her review she'll announce who the next taggee is and what they picked. So the short sell on this one is that a high school graduate finally gets a chance to tell the girl of his dreams how he feels about her at the graduation party. Like I said, doesn't seem like there's a lot of substance to it. Why I love it is the crazy hostess. I have this horrible love for watching people slowly go insane over the course of a movie. See how nice and pretty and prompt she is at the beginning, and then check her out towards the end of the movie. It's amazing. My hated for this one, no offense to Jennifer Love Hewitt, but she just wasn't believable as the high school heartthrob. She seemed like a very plain girl. Yeah, she's got big knockers, whatever. I'm not impressed. I would have been much more attracted to Lauren Ambrose's character, even with her being basically a nihilist. The hostess girl was pretty cute. Clarissa was there. Melissa Joan Hart, for those of you keeping track at home. Jamie Lee Presley was one of her little plastics. It's hard to get in and be sympathetic with the main character that's the most beautiful girl in the world when you can basically swing a hose and find 2 other girls that you'd be more interested in. The MVP for this, and I always love it when it comes up, villain, Peter Facinelli, the guy who plays Mike Dexter, the big mean jock. He owned that role so well, and he had such a broad range in this movie. Because normally when he's around most of the people, he's big jock, popular guy, or he kind of goes into a bully mode even, which doesn't really leave that first. But when he's like outside and he has the beer with the older college guy, or when he's all sad and he's talking to Will, really amazing that he could do that and be the same person at doing both those roles. I want to say that guy really should have gone and done a lot more, and maybe he did and I just didn't look into it. But on the categories, the aesthetics were pretty good for this. Basically it looks like your average party, lots of people in the way, but it's hard to coordinate all those, especially when you have like the band that was there, because those are not central characters, but they have their own storyline going, and they're at least 2 nominal actors. But they took a lot of care to make people presentable to the audience, so that they didn't have to do a lot with them in order to explain who they are. So people in the band are obviously in the band. The jock guy's the big guy in a muscle shirt. The hot dumb bitches are there. They're all huddled together, running around. The wannabes are obviously wannabes. It's just important that it's there, and even though the aesthetics generally weren't impressive, the aesthetics as they apply to individual characters was pretty bang on. Aesthetics gets an 86. Character development. The amount and the range of characters in this was amazing. Unfortunately, it felt like there should have been an entire season or 2 before this movie. Explain to me what these guys have gone through. Yeah, we get little backstories here and there, but I want that TV show. I want to know what happened with these guys during their senior year. Possibly started at their junior year. Give us the other classes that grow up into it. Maybe not that, because then maybe we're just getting into Degrassi. Despite how well they do things in the movie in such a short amount of time, like I said, the aesthetics really help. You see them doing things like the guy who's stealing everything. That's a very obvious and purposeful thing that they do that, and I love that they didn't break the movie up to do it. They just have it happening in the background. You have an entire character development happening for this one guy throughout the entire movie in the background. Really impressive to do that to me. Character development gets an 85. Storyline. The main storyline is pretty much a stinker, and it shouldn't have worked. It should have been exactly like Lauren Ambrose's character was saying. Freaked on her for 4 years over a moment that never happened. In fact, Jennifer Love Hewitt's character said it. She reamed him out, oh my gosh, based off his own letter without realizing it, and then fell in love with him because of the same thing. And then after realizing it was the same douchebag, she went and tracked him down at the train station. If you look at all the other stories, because there's a lot going on here. And again, I wish we had more from the series we didn't have, but there's a lot going on in this movie, and then all in parallel. And to be honest with you, I think Seth Green and Lawrence Ambrose's characters was a real romantic story. That was a rekindling of an old flame, or at least a friendship, which should have been the basis for the relationship. Two people who haven't talked for 4 years, one of them who never even knew the other one was friggin' alive, let alone who they were, that should not be the romantic story. Storyline gets an 80. Compulsion. This is an older movie. It's not quite classic, but I remember it, and I remember liking it, and watching it again, I liked it through and through. It's not the best movie. I could turn it off at any point and go do whatever I gotta do, but when I get done, I'm probably gonna come back and finish the movie, if not start it over. Because, let's be honest, it's a good time. It's kind of a happy, shiny movie. It's gooey romantic in some spots, and then it's petty and cliquey in others, but in a way that you can actually laugh at things about how stupid people are and still kind of enjoy it. Compulsion gets an 80. Now, if you total all that up, you get an average of 82.75. For my review, I've got to say this movie is filled with shallow nonsense and high school gossip, but that's only to make the rest of the important parts of the movie stand out. This is a coming-of-age story about people discovering in their final moments of high school, looking at the real world in front of them, what it is to be who they are and where they're going and who they are going to become, possibly. And while the story is a little ridiculous and possibly unbelievable, it's romantic, it's gooey, it's a good time when it comes down to it. It really is a sweet story, even if I am a bit of a cynic. But my recommendation is give this a go. I think you'll have a good time watching this. You'll get into some aspect or relate to one of these characters or another. But that's it for me. I'm Cameron. Have a nice day. If you want to see anything else we're up to, go ahead and click the annotations, and they'll take you to our other channels.